Hi there, this is Nathan Moss from northlandphoenix.com, and this is day 14 of my 30-day trial. This is going to be a quick one because if you ever want to kick your own ass, take a kettlebell class. Those things are brutal. Both me and Michelle, our bodies are completely sore. So what I want to talk about is things of a metaphysical nature. The first thing that I wanted to talk about is that since we were on vacation for 5 days, or Wednesday through Sunday, I asked the fairies in the garden, or in our surrounding garden, or the elementals, or another way you can put it is like God or whatever, to give them a little bit of a boost while we're gone. And I was really happy to see that when we got back, like, all of our plants are they stepped it up a notch, like a pretty good notch. And even from over there, we could see that the forecast for Minneapolis was it had a good amount of rain in it. So we got back and there was like an inch of rain in the rain gauge, which is pretty good. What you want like an inch a week, I believe is what people say. So we're very excited about that. It could also have been the microbe tea that we have been applying. We put some of that on today. It could have also been the nutrients that we like the minerals that we've been applying. And it also could have been the mycorrhizal fungi that we've been that we put in when we planted everything. I think literally everything doubled in size from some stuff was 6 inches tall and is now 12 inches tall, or some stuff is 8 inches tall and now is 2 feet, and then the lettuces were all an inch tall and now they're 3 or 4 inches tall. They went ballistic. The only thing that hasn't been improving as rapidly has been the peppers, like the hot peppers that we've been planting, and I think that's just due to it's still a little bit chilly for them. I think they'll start to thrive when it gets a little hotter out. But everything that we did kind of tapered, or it went kind of like a level, and then it's starting to take off. The other thing that I'd like to talk about is that I've been reading a lot of books lately, and in particular, I suppose I should talk about I bought a couple of books interested in working with in alignment with mastering my gardening, abilities. I've been buying books I already talked about Secrets of the Soil. I talked about Secret Life of Plants and the Secret Life of Nature. But I suppose I should go into a little bit more detail on the fairies and stuff. So, the Secret Life of Nature, it talks all about the fairies. It talks about, and all the other elementals. Let's see if I can find a table of contents for you. Let's see, I think you guys can read that if you zoom in on high def or whatever. But anyway, it talks a lot about the different hierarchies of supportive beings in our environment that we can't necessarily see at this point in our consciousness. I think it kind of goes through the Rudolf Steiner hierarchies. I bought this book, the Diva Handbook. I haven't read anything of it yet, so I can't tell you anything about it. The other one that I've been reading, which, oh, I do have my backpack. Is Nature, Spirits, and Elemental Beings. I just finished this one. This one is a decent one, but I wouldn't necessarily recommend it. It's a good, I wouldn't recommend it as a first book. It's a good rounding everything out type of a book. Kind of gives you a little bit insight on the way that people like this think, but it doesn't necessarily spell out how to do anything, which is kind of what I was looking for. I think the Diva Handbook will be a little bit more about how to do things. And the other thing I wanted to talk about is I've been reading about different books about the upcoming, transition that humanity is going through, or maybe I should say like the whole Earth is going through. And, from the age of Pisces into the age of Aquarius. And so I was reading Love Without End on the plane after I finished the other book, coming home from Vancouver. And I'm gonna get sidetracked here. There was these two little kids that were just horrible, like not horrible. They were visibly uncomfortable and making all sorts of noise, causing quite an amount of ruckus on the plane. And a little ways into it, I just like kind of went into like a little zone or whatever, and tried to send them like peaceful thoughts, like may the peace be with you, or we have this calming rock. I believe it is blue aragonite, but when you like play with it in your hand, it feels really nice and is pretty calming. And so I sent them tried to send them thoughts of what that was like to them. And between me and like the two I don't think it was their kids' grandmother, but I think just two older ladies, like they really helped like calm the baby down. So like the rest of the trip was pretty peaceful. And then I think to prove that life has a little bit of humor in it, and a little bit of synchronicity that occurred was that while we were flying, and I was just completely in the book or whatever, like I see like the stewardess ladies, passing out cups of water, and they're pouring like water from their little plastic bottles which say Aquarius all over the side of it. So it's like, they're pouring out little shots of Aquarius to people, kind of like almost like a little mini baptism, or doing a communion or something like that, like where they were giving them to people that needed a little bit of a boost or something. So a little bit of magic in the life. So have a great wait 1 second. Yeah, so I owe you guys 3 videos from when we were in Vancouver, and I haven't gotten to them because since we got back, we've been running around like mad people. But I will get them to you. Got to do a little bit of video editing. You're going to get a video about our trip to Vancouver, like just some of the stuff that we captured on footage. And then I had a couple other thoughts. One about city planning, and the other one escapes me, but I'll remember it, and I'll get those to you in the next couple of days. I'll probably double up, do 2 a day until I get caught up. Alright, thanks a lot. Have a wonderful evening, or morning if it's the morning. Thanks a lot. Bye.